Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week.
Oh, I'm such a dick.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, ladies and gentlemen, both and neither. It is that time of the week we celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I am your absolutely never humble host, Eric Sizemore, coming to you from beautiful downtown Champaign, Illinois, heart of the Silicon Prairie. And it is that time of the week that we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind. I am joined by my beautiful co-host. That's right, Andrew Clasquatch Couchman. Too much bacon for the pan to hold. TD.
You give me such great monikers.
And quiet, better the devil you know, LeBeau.
What? Hey,
they're going to have some funny memes for you. But first, the trademark, patented, copyrighted, essential part of every growing boy's nutritious breakfast. Oh, I forgot to do all the songs. So in the musical portion, we did listen to Poontang Clan, How Deep Is Your Muff? Taking it back to 1977. And thanks for all the cards and letters. I know what your kids like, and, you're welcome. Facebook for the Blind. That's right. We got to kick it off with what we like to call depressing news.
we're number one. We're number one in depressing news.
We are. There we go.
Yeah. Oh no.
We lost Eric.
Hey, what the hell is this? It's not just me.
Did he just foghorn leghorn himself out of the call?
He
Literally did.
he foghorned himself into the multiverse. He's in a
Live
universe
on
right now where we
TV.
actually do this thing at 7:30.
My name's Eric, and I say I don't do cocaine.
Let's try it one more time. Let's see if that. Come on. That's a new.
They brought him
You-
back.
You fuckers, you came up with it, for shit's sake. This audio is going to suck so bad.
So you say you fucking mash things together in the weirdest ways.
That's invention. That's America. Justice Alito is mad that George W. Bush was too woke. I'm sorry. That's just funny to me. Also, still fighting over the repercussions of Merrick Garland, who actually approved that report of Ben-Hur that said that, Biden had done nothing wrong. We know what Bill Barr would have removed the gratuitous political dig, but nope, that's all anybody talked about. Was Biden's memory problems, like 3 lines, 3 paragraphs in the thing. And surprise, Garland gets 0 points for looking apolitical if that was his goal. So yay, no points. Librarians are urging lawmakers to shelve a plan to turn Missouri libraries over to elected boards. Here we see the library board, and I think you can see here the gentleman who's got his hand on his head just going, oh, dear God. Because no, librarians do not want to be told by elected officials what books to approve, so screw off. Today in the news, 2 adults were charged with the murder in the deadly shooting at Kansas City Super Bowl celebration because we can't have nice things, basically. The U.S. vetoed an Arab-backed UN resolution demanding an immediate humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza because, of course, we did. The Vatican's problematic process to address clergy sex abuse cases still ongoing, like 500 years into the process. And the Alabama Supreme Court has ruled that frozen embryos are children under state law. So I think that'll be interesting. But instead of all that important crap, people are just talking about, oh, the president's old and he can't really remember things. He's forgetful. I'm like, yay, that's all people's talking about. Oh, on the, it's Biden's blazing God. Hey, some good news. Michigan is the first state in nearly 60 years to repeal that stupid anti-union law, the right to work. Right to work is going into effect, which means better wages for all kinds of people all over Michigan, which is awesome. After the Super Bowl, Joe Biden put out the dank Brandon meme and said, just like we drew it up. Chiefs win.
That was fucking funny.
Which was literally.
That made me chuckle.
Dude, for a presidential joke, pretty solid.
Yeah.
But everybody's just talking memory, which killed me. Speaking of being killed, the man that Putin fears, Alexei Navalny, let's not get too choked up about it. The man was kind of a Nazi, but Putin didn't like him. So, like the cut of his jib. And he passed away this week. So that was, yeah.
I want to point out that Putin's been in power since the early 2000s, and still people aren't referring to him as rootin' tootin' Vladimir Putin. And I think that's a failure of leadership on his part.
I blame third wave ska bands for not putting it into a lyric.
You fucking blame third wave ska bands for everything, and you just do it to piss me off.
I do. Moving on. A little detail here. Frozen embryos now are children. An Alabama high court says in an unprecedented ruling, focused on whether a patient who mistakenly dropped and destroyed other couples' frozen embryos could be held liable in a wrongful death lawsuit. And
what the?
I'm just gonna go out here and say, seriously, man, I'm really liking it with a lot of my pro-life people, and I'm just like, oh, you're really concerned with the fetus and its protection and stuff? What about frozen embryos? Are you doing anything to government regulate those for the safety of those children? And they always give me a confused look, and I'm like, well, that's got to be a pretty easy one to control. Are you insuring battery backups for all those cryogenic freezers? What kind of inspection circulation, schedule should be on? Anyway, they always start looking like dogs when they hear a sound in the distance. They cock their ear way up. It's fun for me. A lot of people talking about these bills into Congress to send a lot of money overseas, but nobody's really putting this into perspective. So I made this little chart and posted it. And guys, seriously, if you've seen a chart like this in any of the media, kiss my ass. No, you haven't. This is U.S. military aid to Israel, which has been consistent since the 1970s. Look at a little average there. It looks like about 4 billion. There's about 4 billion. Like back in the 70s and the 80s, looks like some pretty big spikes there, but pretty much about 4 billion. Right now, we are talking about $14.3 billion. That's the Biden administration's new request being considered by Congress. Like, kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal at kind of an important time. Kind of feels like you should be seeing this chart from someplace else besides Facebook for the blind. Hey, in good news, over in Bumbledrone from the Pink Pendejo, my friend Michael says that Trump will have to spend $39 million just to secure bonds to appeal his civil penalties in that New York case that he's fighting. But, I think we all saw a lot bigger numbers than that this week. Am I right? Did you guys see really, really big numbers in the news this week? Anybody want to?
I did, Eric.
What numbers did you?
I saw the temperature. Lots of numbers.
There were. Exactly. Some of those numbers were even higher, is what I'm saying.
Whoa.
It was also
$355 million like that.
Oh, yeah. And then that one was low because there was interest applied. And if you added up his kids and stuff, I saw numbers actually that were over $500 million. That were in the vicinity of $550 million that literally had to be secured. And I'm loving it. Okay, moving on. It was Valentine's Day, which I always post my favorite Steven Universe meme, which is just a cartoon character holding a heart that says, I tolerate you. I want that to go out to everyone within the sound of my voice and more, all the ships at sea. In response to that, friend of the show, Joe Mugley, said, Valentine's Day plan. 1, breakfast in bed. 2, chocolate. 3, watch a movie. 4, dinner for 2. 5, regret eating 2 dinners.
Hell yeah.
Sounded like a good plan. Meanwhile, me and my crew went out and saw Rena Calm. Look at all these funny people that we're friends with. Jesse and Justin Tuttle, Edgar Sandoval opened, Rena Calm, Rachel Lindemann. This sent so many more dopamines and endorphins through than anything I have done on a Valentine's Day. And it didn't end there. That's right. I posted about it. You all know. Rena Calm said those were the best Rugelocks she'd ever had in her life. So I can die happy. That's what I'm saying.
Whenever I say you're gonna put that on your tombstone, ain't you?
Yeah. Oh, totally am. Yeah. I mean, really, seriously. Well, I don't even know what else to cook. There's nothing else to cook. Why? I can stop. Also, had a little after party after we got to see Rena, and I gave her a great Rugelach. So here's the crew. Here we are. This is over at our friend Bethy's place. She's there on the back of the couch, along with friend of the show, Nan, friend of the show, Katie in the room, and Kristen and me. And this is right after I went down on one knee and I said, Kristen, would you? It was an indecent proposal. And no party is complete without one of those. I think we can all speak to that easily. Always like to close out with a fun animal story. So, here's a little something. This is a Tasmanian. I don't know if you knew that's the Tasmanian devils sound like when they steal your phone.
That scared my dog.
Yeah, well, as it should. As it should. See, I have Australian friends that subject me to that kind of shit and say, like, this, you should know about this. And I'm like, yeah, I should. I should know that that's what Tasmanian devils are like. But that is not actually the most relevant animal story to Facebook for the Blind, because this here, honestly, Michael, this is a Mary River turtle, native of Queensland, Australia. And as you can see, he's sporting some he looks like you, Michael. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, distinctly Mohican hairdo, which is actually just algae growing on his head. And
I'll tell you, if I could trade this hair for algae, it'd smell so bad, dude.
But it'd be so much.
It does look cool.
And that
the turtle gets it.
That has been the news for February 20th, 2024. Now, handing it back to my beautiful co-host, Michael LeBune, for some funny memes. Oh, and a nice long round one.
Round one.
When you say memes and then say long round one, it sounds like I'm going to do two different things. I'm just going to do memes. Kicking it off for the wholesome round with Glow Fuck Yourself.
Hey!
This is a package of raw beef, shredded. What do you call this? Shredded beef?
Ground beef.
Ground beef. Yeah, I don't eat it. So it's a package of raw ground beef with a fork. Somebody's been eating it raw, and a bottle of 190 proof Everclear grain alcohol, and it just says boy dinner.
Snap.
I plead the fifth.
Next up, we have Moist Buddha, friend of the show, keeping it moist.
Hey, Buddha.
He's keeping it Buddha. Moist Buddha retweets Sophie Hagney, who's got this picture from NBC News, and it's Mark Wahlberg on Ash Wednesday, and he's being interviewed, and he has the cross, the ashes and the cross on his head. And the chyron at the bottom says Mark Wahlberg's 40-day challenge. And Sophie says, rebranding Lent as Mark Wahlberg's 40-day challenge.
I guarantee some dioceses are considering this.
Moist Boot is back.
Hey.
I love this breakdown. The first commenter says, what kind of beer do spiders drink? Bug Light. Okay. So then the first comment says, bad joke. Spiders are not bugs, only insects of the order Hemiptera, classified as bugs, and spiders aren't even insects. Maybe if you drank fewer beer and spent more time studying, you would know that, but it's your life. The first commenter replies, they eat bugs, you big dumb bitch.
7 words. That's all it took.
You big dumb bitch. That's my favorite. Kunk on Earth, friend of the show, Kunk on Earth. There's a
Hey.
picture of Henry VIII, and she's talking about it. She says Henry VIII is also memorable for his chronic wife addiction. He had 6 wives, all called Catherine. He was a Catherine-aholic, or a Catholic for short. Fucking stupid. Oh, Trash Can's Paul's here. Hey, Trash Can.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, buddy.
He's got a picture of like a Lear jet inside of another jet. And it's he captioned it Taylor Swift going from one side of her plane to the other side. Trash Can's back. This is a very funny screen named Sunny J Real Estate, which Sunny Day Real Estate, obviously the emo band. Anyway, says just had a cool for a new type of piercing, and we see a diagram of a human head, and this is a piercing going through the front of their skull and coming out the back of their skull.
That wouldn't kill a lobotomizer.
That would kill you, yeah. Shithead Steve, friend of the show.
Steve.
Shithead Steve. Yeah, man. Got a picture of a young Luke Skywalker here, and it says, me taking one last look at the party before turning the gas stove on and leaving.
I didn't see you doing that, man.
I got one or two more left for this round. Trash Can's back. He said, oh, this is great. We'll end with this one. So Trash Can is back and has retweeted CNN International. And it says, this New York student won a $250,000 prize for his research on the devastating microorganism which caused the Irish potato famine. Trash Can says, calling the Brits a devastating microorganism is a little weird, but I'll take it.
Oh, Trash Can. I love
That's all I got for round one. Kicking it over to you, TD.
Yeah, leave me on a high note. See, it wasn't that hard. Hey, guys. Time once again for TD's often imitated, never duplicated, short round one. Brought to you by, I didn't prepare anything this week. Okay, let's kick this bad boy off.
Boom.
Okay, boom. Okay, Lost Village Pierogi. I just met you. They post a picture of a McDonald's sign that says, we sell crispy chicken sandwiches on Sundays. And below it is a picture of a Chick-fil-A sign. And they just simply say, our ice cream machine always works. Shots fired. Shots fired.
I like it. I love it when corporations fight.
Oh, it really does produce great comedy.
I think it makes the chicken taste better.
Oh, pettiness always does. Hey, I know this guy, Andrew TD. I posted this a few years back. It's a picture of a blonde dominatrix-looking woman, and friend of the show, the dad, comments, "I'll never understand guys who pay dominatrixes to degrade them. Just get married and fold the towels wrong, dude." I can vouch for this.
For our listeners, this dominatrix is Hillary Duff.
Oh, is that? I didn't know who the heck that was. I thought it was Jerry Ryan.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch porn, Labune.
I think it just says dominatrix because she has like gloves that go up past her elbow.
But it also looks like she is swinging back a whip, dude. Not that I know what that looks like. I'm just saying.
That's how you're picturing it in your head.
I can see it. Like
I've been to some places. All right, moving on.
Next.
Mercifully. Hey, friend of the show. You may have heard of him, Eric Sizemore. He brought this to us from Johnny Cardinale. And it says, I'm only buying things I really need from now on. Also me, the Loch Ness ladle. And it is a giant ladle. It looks like,
oh my God.
Loch Ness monster.
Look at Tyler. Look at Tyler.
One separate video.
You bastard.
Tyler fucking has this ladle.
I love you, dude. I love you.
No way.
So
Yes.
it was Erin's birthday recently, and her brother bought this for her.
Awesome.
I love it when like everything just comes together in a beautiful harmony of chaos. This is great.
When life imitates art.
I saw it. I was like, I gotta go grab it real quick. Aaron's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I need my rock dance now.
Dude, isn't there something in the good book that says when four men come together with a cryptid between them?
Yeah,
I think there's something magical about that.
Something.
It's called a limp biscuit.
Oh, I take that personally. All right, moving on.
Coming this sausage fest. Okay, dang. All right, boom.
Yeah. My wife sent me this one, so blame her. Last King Maxie, I don't know you. It's got it's a cartoon of a doctor looking in the television, which is attached to the camera, which is going in a guy's butt that's bent over
Hell yeah.
a table, and he's talking. The guy with the camera in his butt says, "Okay, slow down. There's a bend ahead. If you pass the Starbucks, you've gone too far." And finally, the guy turns around, looks at the doctor, and you can see a little Bluetooth thingy in his ear. Says, "Sorry, doc, I'm just on the phone to my real estate agent."
You know, I think that ranks among the funniest colonoscopy jokes I've heard recently.
That's a solid colonoscopy joke. Yeah. All right, next. Friend of the show, friend of the universe. You know him, you love him, Jason Jester. He just goes, "Who says romance is dead?" And it is the most 90s talk show I can describe. It's a Ricky Lake show. Then it's this dude named Mike who looks like a vampire werewolf hybrid just starting to transform.
And before vampires sparkled.
Yes. And anyway, his name's Mike, and it just says Mike wants to tell his Valentine crush she has bodacious bazongas. Taking it back to junior high.
There is not a Hallmark card for that.
No, there's not, but there should be. Once again, Jason Jester said post Facebook is going to get really specific with their ads, and it's from hemhealer.com, and it's a freeze frame of like a TikTok or something, and it's this woman just standing there staring at you, and it says in the comments, "Leaking from your butt," peach emoji.
Gross.
Am I the only one that remembers those potato chips? What was that stuff they put on those?
I don't remember it.
Oh, it's everything. O.
Yeah.
Oleo or something? Oleo?
Olestra, yeah, Olestra.
Olestra.
Yeah, it was polyester potato chips. They were terrible.
And apparently they gave you a little bit of the Hershey's.
Yeah, they made you crave other medicinal products from the same corporation. It was very ingenious.
So I got two more here for this round. Things with Faces, acquaintance of the show.
Hey.
Just says, just a trash can with sunglasses, and it's a picture of a trash can, and it's snowing, so the snow is falling on the trash can in such a way it looks like this trash can has a face and is wearing sunglasses. So just a trash can wearing sunglasses.
There you go. It's a cool trash can.
Yeah. All right. Finally, wrapping up the short round one here from me. It says, "Better not forget my honey mustard, punk ass." And it's a picture of 80s villain Chong Li from Bloodsport.
Yeah.
This guy terrified me as a kid. It says he's pointing very menacingly, huge muscles, scary son of a bitch. Says, "Me walking into McDonald's after they forgot to put my sauce in my bag in the drive-thru."
This is Jean-Claude Van Damme, right?
Yeah, that was the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Yes.
Was, yeah.
Oh my God, I feel guilty.
This might be my favorite movie of all time.
Oh my God!
It is definitely one of my favorite like 80s cheese popcorn flicks.
Yeah, it's Jackson. Jackson makes the movie for me. He's just some fat bastard who headbutts people. He's fucking great. I love him.
He's that South Philly, South side of Chicago, blue collar badass biker dipshit. He's just crazy and strong.
Dude, you can spit alliterations like a madman when you were talking about 80s film. That is so cool.
It's a mutant gift. Hey, that wraps up my TD's often imitated, never duplicated short round one. Over to you, Sizemore.
Yay! The ostensible wholesome round one, my favorite round sometimes. This one, of course, is what I was thinking about. Dr. Evil here, and he's saying $354 million. But yeah, seriously, like a lot more money than that is what I heard about. This one got sent to me by a friend of the show, Mike, who said liquidation sale. It's on the front of Trump Tower. It says liquidation sale, dated interior, garish furnishings, no reasonable offer refused. Everything must go.
Springboro, Ohio.
I think this one was posted and it said E. Jean Carroll right now. Selling Trump Tower on eBay. This is a fun one from the Weird, Fantastic, and Odd Things. This is a wasp's nest on the crook of a house, right up on the top. But it's grown around floodlights, and it looks like Mothman. Am I wrong? It looks like Mothman.
I hate that.
The nature is fucking awesome.
I was so happy with this. The Mothman hornet's nest on the barn. Here we see the egg up in Chicago, and it's split in half, and there's an enormous duckling.
What is that? Why is that thing?
Because it's cool.
I like it.
I like it. What do we
It's
call
just,
it? What's the name of the
The
damn
bean.
The bean.
Yeah.
But that's not the original title for it. It's something about clouds or something.
Clitoris. The clitoris.
Oh, the clitoris. That's what it is.
But nobody could find it. Yeah.
So then they called it the bean.
Yeah.
Here we got one of these illuminated manuscripts that has Saint Valentine on it. He's got a nice scroll there in a red robe and a sort of a furrowed brow and wise man's gray hair. It says, roses are red, violets are blue. I was beaten with clubs, beheaded, buried under the cover of darkness, disinterred by my followers, and you commemorate my martyrdom by sending each other chocolates.
At least we remember.
I know. And it's like, yeah, we do. Ha! In your face, Valentine. Here we have a green pixelated graphic of an oxen pulling a covered wagon, and it says, you have died of capitalism. Got a lot of feedback on it. A lot of people playing Oregon Trail on a green CRT, man. This was tapping into some nostalgia, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, fun times here. Black and White Hollywood from Vintage Hollywood says a man ahead of his time because the picture of Charlie Chaplin. And it says Charlie Chaplin was actually the first person to create the distracted boyfriend meme in 1922. We see him at that's it.
He was a genius.
I'm telling you, man, so many things were like invented so long ago. Here we have a picture of the quintessential Star Trek bridge from the original series where it's all lit up blue and everyone is veering off. They can't look at it at all. And it says, LED headlights.
Bro.
From that spicy autistic femme. Thank you.
Which one?
Autistic femme. I had so many leftover Valentines. I don't know about you guys, but I just had so many leftover Valentines. Here's a picture of Jeffrey Dahmer with a bunch of hearts, and it said, you're so cute, I could just eat you up.
Oh.
I know. I thought that was pretty good. A friend of mine, Stephen Abrams, second time in the show, doing a little Canadian reflections here. We have a swear jar with about a quarter full of change, and next to it, a saying sorry unnecessarily jar overflowing with change.
Dude, this is like, that's the girl jar. I cannot tell you how often I tell the women in my world, please stop saying sorry.
Dude, yeah, but it's
No, see,
So
everyone
much.
usually says it to me.
Yeah, true. This one is for all of us. We can share. Rose Vineshank at our Vineshank says, I bring a certain, did you know there's a ska cover of this song, Energy, that music enjoyers do not appreciate?
That's just because they haven't heard the Vandals yet.
One of my favorite wholesomes was this three-headed dachshund that says, "Fun fact: nobody knows for certain what kind of dog Cerebus is supposed to be."
I'm
From
picturing a three-headed pug, baby.
from Antics in the Armory. Oh no, it's the guardian to heck. One of
Honestly, if there's any dogs in hell, they're dachshunds.
my
I'm thinking
They're
Chihuahua,
fucking
bro.
mean.
Anyway, it was really funny.
Oof.
One of the guys commented and said, this Cerebus is an AI, or this Cerebus is AI generated, or the dog is AI generated. And I was like, this is clearly a cartoon. But I went looking and I found this. This is a costume you can buy on Amazon for your collie. Yeah.
A little haunting, but okay.
Dude, can you picture seeing that thing running up to your front door? That would be hilarious.
Well, especially if I've been baking.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Absolutely. Absolutely. And as you know, we had the sports ball. I don't know if you saw the sports ball, very important. And Taylor Swift was kissing her boyfriend, Kelsey or something, some girl's name. And Fox News had a banner that said, "It's official. Super Bowl win proves God has abandoned Donald Trump." Breaking news.
This is real.
I'm just really happy that Taylor won the Super Bowl.
I know, right?
Go get it, girl. Girl boss.
What was it? She like got best usher or something. I don't know. I don't watch sports ball. Friend of the show, Jay Suka up in Chicago, has Kelsey yelling at his boss that I'm just going to call Coach Wilford Brimley. And he says, "Short form and long form need each other. We should just be happy civilians know what improv is."
And to be fair, calling him Wilford Brimley, you're not the first.
Yeah.
And they all did it.
And friend of the show, Larry Smith, posted this one where he has the same scene. And Wilford Brimley, the coach, says, "That was a good job for your first time on stage." And Kelsey's yelling back, "When can I headline your room?"
God, I love you, Larry.
And finally, closing out round one, it's a picture of Epstein and it says, "Don't leave me hanging this Valentine's Day," with hearts.
Oh.
My good Lord.
That wraps up the ostensibly wholesome round. Back to you, Michael.
Kicking off round two, the irregardless round. Trash Can Paul is back.
Oh,
Just settle in, folks. We're going to see a lot of trash can this show.
cool.
It's got a picture of a map, and on this map there is a town called Bitchfield.
Ooh.
And Trash Can says, "I went here, and there was a statue of you in the town square."
Man, where was that when I was on the bus at 13?
Glow Fuck Yourself is back. We're
Hey.
just pulling in the greats for this show. This is a picture of a thrashed, absolutely thrashed apartment. I mean, and there's a graffiti of a personified hot dog? Anyway, it says, "You're in his DMs. I'm in his police report." Moist Buddha's back, keeping it moist, keeping it Buddha. We have this text message between somebody and their grandmother, Granny. Granny says, "Help." They reply, "Granny, are you okay?" Granny says, "No, need beans." And then sends a picture of steam fresh whole green beans and says, "Grocery store." Let me just drop whatever I'm doing. I mean it. Shithead Steve is back, this time with Moist Buddha. I want you guys to take a minute and realize this is Shithead and keeping it moist, Moist Buddha. I have a picture of Julius Caesar here, and it says, "You can kill." And then the next panel is Julius Caesar killed, and it says, "The man. You can kill the man." Ooh. And then it says, "But you can never kill the idea." And there's a picture of a Caesar salad. Go Fuck Yourself is back again.
Hey.
This time, we have a picture of a Big Boy. Do you guys know the Big Boy restaurants?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So this is a picture of a Juggalo themed big boy restaurant. It says Macomb, Michigan, first ever ICP Juggalo themed big boy arrives.
Shit.
Look, for our listeners, it just looks like if Juggalo's made a restaurant. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Trash Can's back. This time he's retweeting Saint Bob Payne, who's got a picture of a air fryer with a bunch of wet cigarettes in it, and it says, "Do you guys think putting these wet cigs in the air fryer will work?"
I know, but now I'm curious.
Shithead's back. This time he's reposting the New York Post, which says Jimmy Carter, 99 years old, marks 1 year in home hospice care. Shithead says, "Get him on the ballot ASAP." I got about 3 more. Glow Fuck Yourself has a picture. I always forget this guy's name. He was in that show Justified. This is
Walton
a picture.
Goggins.
Thank you. This is a picture of him in The Righteous Gemstones, where he's just old as fuck and his hair is white and he's wearing aviator glasses, and it says, "Me walking into an all ages show." I don't know if the last time you guys ran an all ages show, but I went to a couple last year, and let me tell you something. I am the elderly. Holy shit. A lot of kids. It feels like walking into a hot topic. Anyway, butt stuff. Friend of the show, butt stuff at DM butt stuff. You know what? TD, go ahead and read this one for us.
Oh, bless you, sir. Facebook Marketplace is not real. And it says frog with large appendage, because it is a little tchotchke looking frog with, all I can say is like a Ron Jeremy size member.
It's gross, TD. And my last meme for round 2, the irregardless round, comes from Cass City at Heavenly Grandpa. And what's this actor's name, TD?
Dietrich Bader.
Thank you. This is a picture of Dietrich Bader from what's the name of this movie, TD? Office Space.
Yeah, Office Space.
Picture of Dietrich Bader from Office Space and his handlebar mustache and his mullet. And Cassidy says, "Yeah, I'm into Dune 2. Dune 2 chicks at the same time." And that's all I got for round 2. Dune 2. Back to you, TD.
Funny bit of trivia. You brought it up. Funny bit of trivia. Dietrich Bader, my second favorite animated Batman voice. All right, moving on.
Really?
Yeah, he voiced him. He voiced him for a few years in a show called Batman Brave and the Bold, and then he's also does Batman in the Harley Quinn show as well.
Batman the Brave and the Bold is really fucking good. It's made for a younger audience, but it's fucking sick.
Oh, it was so dope. I love that one. All right, friend of the show, Hourly Memes, post a picture of a really weird looking cat, and also it's not a good picture, and it's on a cloud background, and says, "Sometimes I think, but then I forget." Amen. I preach.
Nice.
All right, moving on. Friend of the show, you know you missed him, Satan.
Hail Satan.
See you on Poker for Friday, buddy. All right, picture of like a video game looking dude with his hand in his face, and like there's a light bulb going off over like a zoomed in version of his face, and it says, "The idea for light bulbs was so good that they became the symbol for good ideas."
What did they do before that? They like show a candle over somebody's head?
Yeah, candle, or maybe even a light tower. I'm moving on. Okay, buckle up. New friend of the show, the Fat Jewish, has a picture of singer Sarah McLachlan and a little good boy Labrador, Golden Lab. It says, "Hi, I'm Sarah McLachlan. and I'm about to ruin your whole fucking day. If you've seen those ASPCA commercials and that Arms of the Angel, good God, that'll break your heart. The fat Jewish comments, doesn't matter who you are, Bloods, Crips, moms, dads, weirdos, jocks, coked up hedge funders, fuckboys, nerds, geeks, sluts, morons, scientists. Everybody is sad when this shit comes on TV.
In the arms of the
Oh, we have to mute it if we're watching TV and that comes on, or just turn the channel because like our dogs know what those commercials are, and then you get bombarded by pit bull love, and that hurts. All right, moving on. Friend of the show, Robert Quance. How you doing, Robbie? He posed from Wholesome Comics, and it's a picture of a meme magician and his assistant, and they got the cloth over somebody, and the magician's going 3, 2, 1, pulls the cloth, no one's there. Whoa, where did he go? Bravo, amazing. And then the meme guy is sweating, going to the assistant, going, we need to leave right now. I have no idea where that guy went. Yeah.
Nice.
And for those of you who don't know, Robbie actually is a magician as well as a stand-up comedian, so that's very Robbie. Jason Jester, once again, hey, buddy, he posts, I love lamp. And it says, oh, good, they serve lamp. And it's a picture of a sign at a restaurant that says, we serve lamp, pork, calamari, shrimp, fries. Lamp, not lamb. Get it? Okay, moving on. They're not all winners. Jason Jester, once again, repost from Dylan Gulela. Dylan says, at some point during Planet Earth, David Attenborough should assure you that you won't be this high forever. Jason Jester says, as a courtesy. I feel that. Front of the show, I've never met him in person. We're probably related. Glenn Teedy, how you doing, bud? He just says woof. And Sizemore also sent me this as well. It's a picture of like a business card or like a ad you see for a law firm, but it's a good boy golden retriever with glasses and a suit on. Fido Bona Esquire, paw firm owner, says, did your human break a treat in half and try to pass it off as a whole treat? You may be entitled to compensation. Wolfhound and Chase, attorneys at Paw, our attorneys have 7 times the experience chasing down treats owed. Pause today to schedule a consultation.
Your dogs told me to send that to you.
I've seen a couple of them looking at this going, where's the phone number? I spoil the shit out of my dog. I don't care what they say. North Georgia mountains. I don't know you. It says, why does this tree look like it's sneaking off into the woods? And it's a picture of a broken off tree that has fallen into a creek or river or something. And it does look like it's kind of like walking away with a sneaky little stride. And it's really funny. Again, nature's fucking awesome.
It looks kind of femme too.
Like just a smidge.
Oh my God.
I'm getting Paul Lynn. I'm getting Paul Lynn vibes.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. I'll think of it. I see the dance he's doing. It's doing. Mm-hmm. They're doing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The pronouns are.
Yeah, exactly. Memes every day, courtesy of Nathan Mintz, friend of the show. Post this one here, and it's the animated female and male laying in bed texting each other meme. And the girl goes, I want to marry you. And the guy goes, blocked. She's not getting half my memes.
Damn right.
Sure. Yeah, I thought I'd have some more support on that. All right, moving on.
We want prenup.
These are our memes, comrades.
Yeah. Sorry, comrade Sizemore. Okay. Buckle up. This is from my dumbass. 4 years ago, I posted, well, getting a pedicure with Mary. I think I fully entertained the patrons of this establishment with the sight of a 300-pound Sasquatch-looking man laughing and giggling like a small schoolgirl and losing my excrement when the small lady tending to my footsies took that cheese grater hoof filing thingy to my feet, tickling the ever-living crap out of me. That was like the last pedicure I had. And so when I reposted this a couple days ago, it says, and now I would traumatize the person giving me a pedicure, but at least my pedicure would be half off. I have five toes. Get it? Okay. Moving on.
Wait, did Sammy say same?
No, A.
Oh, I wasn't sure what I heard, so I couldn't make a comment.
Sorry.
Hey.
Hey. Acquaintance of the show, creepy.org, post a picture of Bugs Bunny, and next to Bugs Bunny is his voice actor, Mel Blanc. And it says, Mel Blanc, the voice of Bugs Bunny, was in a serious car accident that put him in a coma. After many unsuccessful attempts to get him to talk, the doctor asked Bugs, "Can you hear me?" Mel responded in Bugs' voice, "What's up, Doc?" They used this technique to lead him out of his coma.
Wow.
They had to get Bugs Bunny to bring Mel back.
I'm gonna Google that.
That is so much more wholesome than it is irrelevant.
We'll see.
If it's true, that's a great story. If it's not, that's a great writer.
Truthiness.
Some dumbass named Andrew Titi. It's a picture of a very corpulent, roly-poly, pudgy, squeezable, squishable good boy pug. And it says, "Finally, my winter fat is gone. Now I have spring rolls."
Silly.
But funny. And no mas. That's all I got for round two.
No mas.
Don't spoil the next one. Yeah, that is round two, the inebriated round. Have fun, Sizemore.
Well done. Is everybody having a good time? I think it's a pretty good show so far. I mean, really, all things
considered.
So, two things. The story about the Bugs Bunny coma thing was true. And that guy got on his tombstone. That's all, folks.
Oh, yes, he did.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
And Mel Blanc was a funny guy.
Nice. Hey, that's me. That's when it's my turn.
Yeah, Sizemore. Yeah, you better up.
Tell you, I think my blood sugar is low or something, man. Something going on.
Oh.
Humans are using those sonic weapons. Remember that for a minute? It was like sonic weapons. Yeah. This is one of those classic photos that's got like Michelangelo sculpture, almost looking like painting of a guy. And he's got a violin, and there's like, I don't know, a king and a queen. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on in this classic meme. But the voice bubble of the violinist says, "Oh, okay, one more time. But then you have to let me play something besides The Devil Went Down to Georgia." And friend of the show, and my dear friend, said back in 2014, "I believe we as a nation should finally admit that the devil's solo in The Devil Went Down to Georgia was way better than Johnny's."
Agreed.
I mean, yeah, he cheated, but I mean, gotta call it. This next one's from Jack at Gay La Vie. Pretty good, Jack. He says, "New York is literally so expensive. $18 vodka sodas, $3,000 a month for a studio, $355 million if you want to commit some fraud, $7 for an oat milk latte."
Yes.
Posted by Joe Kleinschmidt at Anti-QAnon Memes. And if you're not following Anti-QAnon Memes, where are you getting inoculated for your QAnon memes? Moving on. Here we have a picture of a majestic pair of humpbacked whales. And it says, "When born, the blue whale calf is about 23 feet long and weighs 5,000 to 6,000 pounds. They are the biggest babies on earth, except for the people mad at Taylor Swift for being excited about a football game."
A football game she won, by the way.
Jack Lynch posts this simple block of text, says, "Mike Pence should not certify the Chiefs' victory."
That's a good one.
Peter at Okig Box L says, "PSA, don't ever let your printer know that you've waited until the last minute to print something out and you're in a hurry, because they can sense fear."
No shit.
It fucking happened to me this week. No shit.
Posted by Champaign Public Library with the comment, shh. This next one's from friend of the show, Joe Klosik. He is posting a crime in San Francisco, $300 worth of pistachios stolen at a grocery store. And Joe says, where do you unload that many hot nuts without getting your hands dirty? Okay, that was called pandering. Here is a post from friend of the show, Dudism. And he's got a picture of just sort of a lunar cycle, and it says, self-care is canceled. We're doing weed and yelling at the moon naked.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, is self-care canceled or not?
I just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel this one in spirit, but it's kind of cool here right now. Maybe in a little while. Next, we have one of those kind of New Yorker looking cartoons with 3 people at a table, and the man is scratching his chin and saying, that's strange. I remember it differently, in a way that aligns with my worldview and casts me in a positive light. Posted in the Sacramento Area Skeptics. And if you're not following the Sacramento Area Skeptics, I mean, where are you getting your Sacramento Area skepticism? This next one is maybe you can help me out with this. TD, who is this guy? Is he famous? Wrestler?
He is a professional wrestler, Hall of Famer.
Shawn Michaels.
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Look at all of you WWE fans. I'm so impressed. So Shawn Michaels here has just the biggest, goofiest smile on his face in the ring, and he is labeled local comedian. And then we zoom out and we see his opposition giving him the bird, and he's labeled people who just came to drink.
That's Austin 316.
Yes, that is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What's the name of that shitty fucking town south of Champaign that I went to a biker bar and holy fuck
Effingham?
did I bomb? No, not that far.
So many.
I think it may have been
Michael, I think you forget how much Illinois.
Tolono. It was Tolono.
Tolono. Yeah.
Dude, and what's that fucking hilarious comic? Jeff, I can't think of his last name.
Bailey.
I got up there and bombed, and I was like, this room cannot, just won't fucking work for comedy, is what I was telling myself. And I go out inside and I smoke a cigarette, and I can hear the roaring laughter out in the street.
Oh, no.
Jeff just fucking kills. I was like, oh, it was me.
Oh.
It's horrible, man.
And then just like a fraternity, you just go, thank you, sir. May I have another? And jump right back into it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. This one is from friend of the show, Ricky, and it's a picture of a hanger from the Morellis Cleaners, and it says, caution, do not swallow. There's a red circle line drawing through the figure, but the he's got a hanger in his throat, like a full-on triangle. Caution, do not swallow.
What strain were they on, and where can I get some?
The fact that they felt compelled not only to write this on there, but to commission a cartoon. I mean, there was a problem.
Something happened, yeah.
Something clearly happened. This next one's from friend of the show, Corey Showtime Robinson, and he's got sort of the Castle Grayskull here, and it says Misters of the Universe. And we got Mr. Miyagi, oh man, what's this guy's name again?
Belvedere, Mr. Belvedere.
Mr. T and Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Rogers.
No, Mr.
It's
Rogers.
not Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, I know.
Ninja Penguin's Geektastic Fun page posted this, and I see no lie. This one got quite a bit of traffic. This is probably my post with the most at some point in the past. It is a map labeled the Midwest, which has a lot of green there, and Sammy O'Brien, and this is from Midwest versus Everybody. So we're trying to pick a fight. I mean, so clearly. And Sammy says, Nebraska, I thought was more of like the Great Plains. And then a whole bunch of people debated all the different things. But this is a color-coded map that's labeled actual Midwest, acts like the Midwest, wishes they were the Midwest. And like all you gotta do is just say people wish they were the Midwest, and that stirs up a hornet's nest. It's totally fun. Anyway, but yeah, I remember Sammy said, but we're the Great Plains. Nebraska's the Great Plains. And I mean, standard Facebook for the Blind response. I mean, you have good planes, but I mean, great.
Average at best, dude.
Really, seriously, your playing game is weak. Anyway, so think how thrilled was I when friend of the show George posted from Memes to Give My Therapist Context a map of U.S. social and cultural regions that I made that you can use if you want to start a fight. And I see here that I believe all of us on Facebook for the Blind are in Greater Milwaukee.
That's just rude.
The ones that really seemed to tick people off the most, though, was Nevada, labeled Mormons.
And it scooted east too.
And South Louisiana and New Orleans labeled Quebec.
I mean,
God, so good. So many there. Anyway, from Greater Milwaukee, this next one is a conversation posted by Ken Feinlieb. Says it cuts too close and makes him uncomfortable. Says them. So, do you like right wingers? Me, hate them. Them. So you like liberals? Me, no. Them. So you prefer centrists? Me, absolutely not. Them. Well, what are you? A leftist. So you like leftists? Me, can't stand them. And also, I swear to God, that's pretty much a good closer right there. We're just gonna call it there. With accuracy for the irreverent round, heading back to you, Michael.
Yep, we're here for the penultimate round, round 3. Ope Life, Minnesota.
Keeping it pen, keeping it ultimate.
Keeping it Ope.
Ope.
It's this picture, two panels of the first panel is the guy, the very frustrated soccer fan who's standing arms akimbo, as Eric wants us to say. Ope Life says looks about right, and we see this disappointed man, and he's labeled Minnesotans when we get no snow. And then we see the second panel, we see the exact same picture, except it's labeled Minnesotans when we get snow. It's exactly right.
Checking in with Mary for accuracy. We have a thumbs up. Okay.
That's right. Here's a picture of 3 panels. It's the classic from some movie. It's The Rock driving, and he's talking to a little girl who's in the back seat.
To escape from which mountain?
Thank you. The Rock says, "What are you doing on Valentine's Day?" And the little girl says, "Rubbing dirt on people's faces and telling them they're going to die." And then The Rock looks back all surprised. I cannot tell you how many chaplains sent me this meme. Valentine's Day was a weird day to be a minister. Yeah.
what was it in the double digits? That's all I want to know.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Of chaplains? Yeah. Yeah. I would say less than 20, way more than 10.
Wow.
Jane Altoids at Static Blue Bat. She tweets out, much like Jesus, all my friends are sex workers and 12 gay guys.
Yes.
Jenny at #Jenny. Retweets Lazy. Lazy says, name a behavior that isn't labeled as a form of mental illness, but you feel like it should be. Jenny says, making a page for your baby and commenting as the baby.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Oh, I love this. It's so sweet. There's a text that says, I left you a surprise on your pillow with hearts. And they reply, oh my God, no way. I love you so much. And then you see the surprise. And it's penne pasta and red sauce with no plate.
Oh my God.
I don't know why I laugh so fucking hard at this stupid me. All right, moving on. Oh, it still gets me. Paula Rambles. She says when she asks you, or when she says, "Can I ask you something?" And then we see a picture of a television paused on Dune 2, and it says, "We're about to enter worm territory." HP at Amish Estrogen says, "I'm an ethical hater. I'm hating on you from a nuanced and multifaceted standpoint." Here's this is a picture of Trojan condoms for sale, but it says Trojan condoms pre-owned, and on the top it has the recycle thing, and it says reduce, reuse, recycle. It says Trojan pre-owned condoms, triple washed and sanitized, just like new, re-lubricated. And they cost $2.97. All right.
Labune, dude, no.
All right, moving on. Oh, shit, that was funny. Last one for this round, the penultimate round, leaving only my post with the most. And I think it's very appropriate. It's a picture of white Jesus, and there's a big wave crashing behind him, and he's got his hand outstretched. He's looking right at the camera, and it says, "All right, that's enough. Give me the phone."
Oh, that hurts.
And back to you, TD.
I'm still scarred by that other one.
Which one?
The condom thing. All right, round 3, or as I like to say, let's bring this turkey in.
Honestly, call the convoy back to the parking lot.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got to go to the mechanic to ask about my octopus. Okay.
Throttle those weasels.
Yes. Friend of the show, Weeders. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
It says when you accidentally open a conversation that you were avoiding, and it's a picture of a basketball player with this very dejected look on his face, with his head tilted back, and God, I feel this. Okay, moving on. My dumbass, I posted this a while back. It says, "Another day, another meme calling me out." It says, "Tired of ironing shirts? Get fat and watch those creases vanish." And it is I can only describe it. It is an XL button-up shirt on a triple XL body. Yeah,
no wrinkles.
It's pretty taunt.
It's true.
And I feel that one. All right. Acquaintance of the show, Hugh at Coffee Hugh, says, "Me eating my white shirt. Let me taste it."
No shit.
Yeah, I feel it.
Big time.
Dark Odd Conspiracy, I just met you, says it's this weird picture of like the sun and like a guy who's reaching enlightenment and shooting lasers out of his eyes. It says the pineal gland plus Sizemore.
Fuck vinyl.
Okay.
Melanin.
Melanin plus focus vision equals the ability to project sunlight that your skin absorbs. And then this is asterisk, things the white man doesn't want you to know. So basically, in theory, this would give you the ability to get a suntan and shoot lasers at your balls.
Okay.
I got your pineal gland right here.
Yeah, I was waiting on it. Moving on.
Wow.
Friend of the show, Anita Maria Echevarria, Cynical Comic. Hi. She posts this picture. It says, "If something doesn't make you happy, remove it from your life." And it is a picture of a dog laying in front of a window, but in order to get in front of that window, he had to chew a bunch of blinds up to get to it. And he removed them from his life.
I feel like if I was a dog, I would do this.
Aww.
I would do this.
What did you say, Lemune?
I said I hate this picture. This would be a picture of a dead dog. that happened in my house.
Oh,
You leave that good dog alone. You just should have left the
That's-
blinds open so it could see.
I
The
love
good
this.
dog
So
wouldn't.
fun. I love it. So funny. You show a picture and I identify with the dog, and Michael identifies with that.
The homeowner. Yeah. This fucking listen. No, a
I'm
good
out
dog
here
wouldn't choose
just
through the
living
blinds.
my best life in the sunshine.
No, again, it is your fault. You didn't leave the blinds open.
Hey, you know what kind of dog chews through the blinds?
Free
A
one.
dead one. A dead one. It's a fucking dead dog.
Labune, you and I will fight, and you know this. All right, moving on.
Dog fights.
Friend of the show, Jason Jester says, "Let him loose."
Hey.
And it's a picture that says, "The zombie apocalypse begin." 14-year-old girls, and it says 14-year-old emo girl with purple hair next to her friend says, "Zombies are also humans," and she's holding up a sign that says what it says. Zombies are also humans. That would happen the first week of the zombie apocalypse. Once again, friend of the show, Jason Jester says, "Haha,
No.
not by a long shot." And it's Jenna LaRue Thomas asking the question, "What's something that's not actually Christian, but Americans think it is?" And hero of the show, Cody Johnson says, "America." Gordon Gould comments, "Don't make jokes like these. The U.S. doesn't have health insurance and can't get treatment for sick burns." It's the joke that just keeps on giving.
Nice. Nice.
All right, next up,
Oh my
friend of the
God.
show, Rare Insults. Oh gosh, it's got a picture of Ted Cruz with, I don't even know if this is real, but apparently he's got
Really
like
Ted
big
Cruz
blown.
now?
Yeah, does he have like this blown out
Wow.
80s action hero mullet? But yeah, he's got this terrible blown out mullet and his salt and pepper beard and his big dumb face. And it says, "Ted Cruz looked like he got fired from the bowling alley for fucking the shoes."
Do you guys remember, like, he was in Congress, he'd always make a lot of noise and he looked stupid, and then he grew a beard and he looked stupider. You're like, God, you couldn't possibly make yourself look any more stupid. And yet he does.
Yeah, he said, "Watch this."
Unless he becomes a juggalo. I mean, I feel like this is it.
No, I think we can go eyebrow piercing.
Oh.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Aaron Martindale posed from Funny Text. "Remember in Mario Kart when you thought you were in first place, but then realized you were looking at the wrong screen and actually crashing in the walls? That's adulthood."
I do
No
remember
lie
that.
detected.
That's a good metaphor right there.
No lie detected. Once again, in front of the show, Jason Jester posed in comments, "Still a salad," and it's a picture of a baseball player with his arms out, just kind of really enjoying himself, and two other baseball players are dumping coolers of Gatorade on him. And one cooler is labeled dressing, the other one is labeled cheese, and the guy getting the Gatorade dumped all over him says, "My salad that's supposed to be healthy."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't confirm.
What's your dressing of choice, sir?
Controversial. I'm a blue cheese man.
I would have guessed that. God, I should have called it. Oh,
You know what I like? You know what I like?
what's that?
A little spritz of lemon.
This could be enjoyable on some. I also do enjoy a good vinaigrette.
Dude, how can you, of all the things you can put on salad, how did you find the most effeminate thing to possibly say?
Not too much though, because it hurts me behind my ears if I do too much.
Did you lisp when you said spritz?
I might have.
Is that another Paul Lynde reference? Okay, moving on. Friend of the show, former 90s heartthrob, current star of the show, Chucky, Devin Sawa. Thanks for the cards and letters.
Oh,
This is what doing a line means at my age now, and it's a picture of a package of open Oreos and like half of it's missing. Doing a line at my age.
oh man.
It's the
I feel
family
that.
size box.
I
Dude, my-
identify as a family of four, okay? Just ask all the Stoker's meals I've eaten.
In my family, we call that getting sleeved.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice. All right, next up. The funny side of the force, new friend of the show, post a picture, two panel. In the top panel, it's a picture of a cow saying, "I am not a burger." And the bottom panel is Yoda from Empire Strikes Back going, "You will be. You will be." Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You will be soon there, Bessie. The friend of the show, I like food at Messed Up Foods. It's got a picture. It says got a picture, and it's a bunch of nuggets, and they're all there, and they got money around them, and some are wearing gold chains, and they got glasses, some of them, and do-rags and bandanas on. It says Chicken McNuggets.
This is good.
Thank you. I was worried there for a second. There was a long pause.
No, this is good.
Okay.
It's the first one that's made me hungry.
Yeah, late in the show for me to do that.
That's true.
Friend of the show, you know what? Wilbune, this is for you, bud.
Here we go. Miss Mischievous has a picture of people ordering from a waitress. It says, "Waiter, and for your side, me. Oh no, not today. This is my wife with me."
Okay.
And I actually read the first one, and I was like, the setup, and I was like, how's he gonna confuse this? How he confused it?
Yeah. It sounds so much better having you do it. Thank you. Moving on. Finally, wrapping up round 3 here. Friend of the show, once again, I like food. It says, "I'm remodeling the kitchen and pulled the microwave off the wall. He never gave up hope." And it's a picture of a Taco Bell sauce packet that must have fallen behind the microwave. And Taco Bell sauce packets have something written on them usually, a funny little message. And this one had been stuck behind the microwave for who knows how long. Says, "I knew you'd come back for me." A single tear rolled down my face. That should be a Disney movie. That's a Pixar movie, damn it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right, and that's all I got for round 3. We have successfully brought the turkey in. Over to you, Sizemore.
Hey, that's a pretty good set. That's a pretty good penultimate round, I gotta say. And I mean, I'm biased, but I liked it. I thought it was very, very good. But again, I am very high. All right, round 3, penultimate round. Keeping it pen, keeping it round, keeping it ultimate. This is a picture of what's this show called?
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, yeah. And Fannie Willis is playing, and she says, "I'd like to buy a vowel." And you can tell it spells out Trump is super fucked. Betcha. Anyway, friend of the show, Stephen Abram, posted that. Made me laugh. This one is a picture of Aubrey Plaza, friend of the show, Aubrey Plaza from the best of Parks and Rec. And, zoom too much. And friend of the show, Jason Brown, has posted this. It says, "This is what it's like hanging out with Kate Swaff and Eric Sizemore." And Aubrey Plaza says, "I wanted to make fun of stupid people while I get drunk. My 2 true passions." I used to do that sometimes with my friends. I was like, I'm tired of witty banter and philosophical talk. Let's just make fun of people's clothes.
I can vouch for this.
Hey, I love headlines. Vice News printed this one, didn't get a chance to dump into it, but Pablo Escobar's invasive cocaine hippos are now apparently attacking people. Yes. Look forward to checking in on the hippos versus people game next week. Friend of the show, Alethea Contis, author, has posted this wonderful little narrative from Jonathan Edward Durham at this one over here. He says, "Every now and then, it's nice to pick your head up from your book, reacquaint yourself with the world around you, take a hard pass, and immediately go right back to reading."
Word.
Yep. Hard pass. This next one's for the best and the worst of Twitter, too. Alyssa Marie has reposted Mike Primavera at Prima Awesome, who says, old guy at the gym wearing shorts just bent down to tie his shoe, and the old flesh chandelier fell right out of the ballroom. Georgie at Beefy Gorilla says, bro was gifted with elegant speech and uses it for evil.
Hell yeah.
That's what happens, man. That's what happens, friend. Friend of the show and original founding zaddy, George Cruikshank, has reposted this from the Halfway Post. Breaking, Tucker Carlson vows that if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl and validate the attention Taylor Swift is getting for going to their games, he says, quote, I'm going to kill myself. Which, first commenter, go Chiefs. And George says, time to pony it up, Tuck. Time to pony up. Friend of the show, Ariel Elias. Oh man, Ariel, it's so fun seeing you, man. I loved it. She says, I finally met a financial advisor on my flight. He asked me to tell him a joke, so I agreed. At first, he'd tell me a piece of financial advice. He said, save more money than you spend. And I was like, damn, that's funnier than any joke I could tell. Got about 3-4 more here. Friend of the show and founding zaddy, George Cruikshank, has posted Ash at Ashcam, who said, guys literally only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. And the commenters have posted the caramel apple empanada, $1.
Yeah.
And I believe that, TD, you posted some kind of caramel apple empanada, and I was just like, I want to eat that.
Yeah, the old school McDonald's apple pie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, McDonald's apple pie. Yeah, the first one's free, and then you're addicted like crack.
Word.
Speaking of, friend of the show, Kristen Yanakis has posted this picture, which is apparently on a public bench, and somebody has clearly outlined a star around a hole, actually, and then they have like a little triangle around another hole, and there's burn marks there, and you can see that this is clearly marked with an arrow. It says pipe. We have spoken on the show about the drug addicts' MacGyvering techniques of making apples and tinfoil and all kinds of stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, I give to you public park bench pipe. And Ronald Rouse says, I've been broke, but I've never been used the public bench as a pipe broke.
I'm telling you, stoners are evil geniuses.
I think that's a meth pipe. That's a meth pipe. Here, Chicago History just posts a picture that I've never seen before, so I thought I'd share it with y'all. This is a Chicago police SUV, and it has been booted. I believe the back tire has been obfuscated with.
Yeah.
Absconded with the ain't no back tire. Somebody saw a booted Chicago police SUV and said, I am taking that tire. I just, for the love of photography and social media, the Chicago police. There you go. And finally, for the penultimate round, friend of the show, Ricky Baldwin has reposted the Sons and Daughters of Liberty, hashtag FAFO. And we have, help me out here, TD.
Nicolas Cage from the movie The Unbearable Weight of Awesome Talent or something like that.
Perfect. And he's labeled Texas separating from the U.S. And then it's this actor,
Pedro Pascal,
says the U.S. discovering a new independent state nearby with oil and deserts. Pedro Pascal just smiling. That wraps up my penultimate round, leaving only my post with the most. Back to you, Michael.
All right, it's time for the post with the most. This week, my post with the most came from Reverend Emily Hunter McGowan, PhD.
Hey.
She says, today is Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent. So here is the skull of Saint Valentine to remind you, you are loved and you are going to die. And she posted the actual skull of Saint Valentine.
Wow. That is hardcore.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's a weird week.
Hardcore.
But what you got, Dee? Well, I should tell you, a lot of my social media is chaplains and the like. So super popular with a very niche crowd.
So yeah, I mean that goes without saying. You get a lot of forensic evidence in your feed.
Michael, I
Guys
couldn't
are-
see I couldn't see the meme. It was just a black screen.
Couldn't see it either.
I mean, you know, it was just yet another chaplain posted skullfucker meme. I mean, really.
It wasn't a skull. There was an actual skull.
It's in a gold box.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a saint. There it is. You are loved and you are going to die.
He may have been a saint, but boy, he didn't have a good dental plan.
A lot of saints didn't. A lot of saints didn't.
Yeah.
We need universal health care. It's been overdue for thousands, years and years.
Teeny, what's your post with the most?
All right. First off, I want to make a comment. I think you guys are purposely finding obscure actor memes to see if you can stump me, and I like it. All right. All right. My post with the most this week comes from founding father, hell of a guy, total mensch, George H. Cruikshank.
Daddy.
Shut up. He reposed from South Dakota Department of Propaganda, and it says it's a picture of like Mardi Gras scented body wash. Okay. It says, if you want to smell like Mardi Gras, then you've never been to Mardi Gras. it's puke, it's BO, it's booze, decent food smells. But other than that,
yeah, tell me you've never been to the French Quarter.
I don't really remember when I went to New Orleans. All right, moving on.
I tell you what, after a really good hurricane, it's not sticky.
I mean, you know, it's amazing what a good enema does to clean shit out. All right, moving on. That's my round 3.
All right, wrapping it up with my post for the most from Mike Ingram for everyone. If you're not following Mike Ingram for everyone, why not? He's for everyone. And it says Target has a Starbucks inside. It's time Home Depot gets a Waffle House.
Hell yeah.
I would have never quit Home Depot if we had a Waffle House in it.
I'll tell you what,
man. That's a great idea.
I told Mike too, man. I was just like, my God, TD, look at this. This post makes me hungry.
Yeah.
Want to do home improvement and get in a fight.
Yeah.
It's my basic Friday and Saturday night when I was in the Army. Yeah. That's what I loved about being stationed in Kentucky. There was 8 Waffle Houses within 12 miles on one road.
Man, is it me or can you smell the fresh cut 2x4s? Just like a perfect baseball bat length.
Oh yeah. The fresh cut 2x4s, the cigarette smoke from the cook, and the hash browns.
Yeah. And you can smell the Home Depot too.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that fully constitutes a whole and fully approved episode of Facebook for the Blind for February 20th, 2024. We love you so much. Mwah.
Love you, George.
TD, say something.
The recording stopped.
Okay. That's good. Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.